All right, so Biden dropping out of the race. You could have seen it coming for quite a while now. He was very, looked very old the past, I don't know, year or so. And obviously all the videos of him not really knowing where he's at, not really knowing what he's saying. Really was just a matter of time. I don't think it's happened since I think they said Lyndon Johnson that didn't run for a second term. But you got to remember, Biden is 80. He's over 80 years old. So I don't blame him at all. I mean, I think you're just not fit to do that job. It takes a lot of mental and physical strength to do that job. And it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, if you were 40 and he was acting like that, I would say the same thing. You're supposed to be the leader of the country, and the guy looks like he should be in a retirement community. Trump is roughly the same age, but Trump is in a lot better shape, physically, mentally. It has nothing to do with his policy at all. You can say whatever you want about Trump. You can say whatever you want about Biden, their thoughts on the world and whatever. It doesn't matter. You're just talking about their fitness to be able to, understand what's going on and, be competent. And Biden, obviously, over the past year or so, just didn't look like he had it. And I said, how are people going to elect this guy for another 4 years just based on his health, right? It's not something that you feel confident about when you see Biden, when he's talking or when he's walking or moving or his mouth move just randomly. Again, he looks like he should be in a retirement community. I'm getting ready to go to the gym here, but he just looks not fit to do the job. So I think Trump was going to win, even if Biden was out there and Biden was still relatively, the same as he was in 2020. Now I really think Trump's going to win because, especially after this assassination attempt, you got the Democrats who I guess they're going to go with Kamala Harris now. And I don't think there's a tremendous amount of enthusiasm around her. I guess I could be wrong, but she doesn't seem to really, be able to articulate a lot of the issues in a way that Trump does about the economy and about, the way things are going to improve. I think she's going to get destroyed in the debate just because, again, Trump's been doing this a long time, businessman. Very well, very, very good in debates. He's got, I think a lot more experience when it comes to, showdowns with the competition. So we'll see what happens. If Trump doesn't win at this point, I'm just going to be very surprised because how can you not beat this situation? You are coming off where the economy has gotten a little bit worse, or a lot worse in a lot of people's opinion. The inflation's really high. The debt's continuing to go up. We're sending all this money to, countries with wars that no one really understands. And, illegal immigration's high. Not a lot has really been positive in terms of like Joe Biden, right? And so now Trump almost gets killed, by just a 20-year-old lunatic that goes up on a rooftop and almost, snipes his ear off, but he's still alive. So if Trump doesn't win this election, I don't know, right? Everything is lining up for him to just completely crush the Democrats right now, right? The economy is not great. You got the 81-year-old guy that just dropped out, that should have dropped out a while ago, right? And now they have a Kamala Harris, which I don't think there's going to be a tremendous amount of enthusiasm for her because we're just so late in the game. People were, you got 3-4 months till the election. So now you're just going to throw, a vice president into the mix. And she was, a lot of people thought she was chosen just because she was a black woman. I'm not going to comment on that, but, and now she's supposed to represent the candidate, and so she's going to have to, probably choose, I would think, a white guy for her vice president, just so there's some equality there, right? They do the same thing for Biden, right? You know, Biden's the career politician. He's going to choose a black woman just to appeal to all the women and the black people that might vote for someone just because they're black. And I know they think that way, and believe me, some people do vote for people just because they're black or just because they're a man or just because they're a woman based on their identity. That is so dumb, right? You need to look at, you know, basically what they stand for. Who cares about whether you're white or black or, you know, straight or gay? No one cares about that. I mean, really, some people do, but most people don't. Okay, they're going to care about how are you going to make my life better economically, right? How are you going to make my life better? I don't care who you are. I just want you to be able to benefit me. That's how everyone looks at it. And I think Trump understands that, and he, you know, I think he's a fighter, and a lot of people see it like that, right? Especially after what just happened, right? You see the guy basically get almost get killed on live TV, and he's up there, you know, putting his fist up and chanting and stuff, right? So that's just like the iconic Trump type badass moment. And so if he doesn't win after that, and after Biden dropping out of the race, and after basically having a candidate right now in Harris that I don't think anyone is enthusiastic about, right? The Democratic Party is just like, what are we supposed to do right now, right? They don't have a path forward really to win this election. So unless something crazy happens, I don't see Trump losing. And I think it's just, you know, again, you could see Biden wasn't going to make it. If he got elected again, you think he was really going to make it another 4 years? Like, he was falling over. I'm not kidding you. There are people that live in assisted living that just look way better than him. And he's out there running the, you know, supposed to be the president of the United States. So let him finish out his term. You know, I don't think he's really doing much now anyway. That's fine. And it's good that he's not going to be in there again. And again, that has nothing to do with his politics. I don't care about what Joe Biden thinks about anything. I'm not even going to say anything about that. But if you're falling over and you can't remember really where you are, and you're showing signs of having like dementia, and you're not, you know, basically able to handle the responsibilities of being the president of the United States, that's a high standard. Like, you get held to a high standard for being the president. And so I think you need to have someone in there, first of all, that is just physically, mentally able to do the job. And he wasn't. So I'm glad that he's out. And you know what? If Harris beats him, then if Harris beats Trump, then wow, you have to accept that. It would be crazy. But at least you can say she's younger, she's fit, obviously. You know, I don't know her stance on everything, but is she able to run the country, at least theoretically? Yeah, right? Because she's competent. She's, she doesn't have dementia. She's not going to fall over at any moment. And, you know, she can appoint people, I'm sure, that can do jobs within the government. That, again, I'm not making a comment on whether or not she'd be a good president. I'm just saying at least she's all there. Just like Trump is. They're both there. They don't have mental problems or physical issues of remaining upright. So you guys let me know what you think. I thought I'd say that. And I'm going to go to the gym. You can subscribe if you want. See you in the next one.